this is where it gets a little bit more serious.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Are you going to tell them or shall I? We actually have some money to spend. So we can actually go and buy something. So that's a first, isn't it? After 3 weeks of the pair of us just arsing about, doing sod all, eating kebabs and parking cars.
Well, some of us have to park cars.
Well, yeah, on a sort of day-to-day, you have to park cars basis, but we were taking it to a kind of sporting, competitive level.
Oh, I forgot about that actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so, what it looks like today then is that we are going to, the challenge is to actually get a car today.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Things are changing slightly because we've had our school holidays and we're both back to school now, and that's kind of put the limit on our fun on a Monday. So it means that we're now doing a split shift instead of a full day shift because somebody has to go and pick small people up from school.
That's me.
And our days are going to be curtailed by Almighty God in that we're going to lose out on daylight. So the plan going forward is that, why are you having a spanner in your hand? Were you tightening your nuts?
Would you know how to operate this thing?
Yes. I have a big boy's toolkit, same as Craig's.
We'll find out soon.
I'm going to use it one day. What do you mean we'll find out soon? I've done all of the clever stuff. You're in charge of the spanny jockery.
Trying to suggest that I'm the stupid one of the combo here.
No, I'm trying. No, absolutely. You know, heaven forfend.
So, Boaty, I presume you've actually spotted a couple of cars that you would quite like to maybe buy, or at least look at.
Yeah, I do have a bit of a short list. 2 problems that I've found so far when looking at Facebook Marketplace.
It's full of knobs.
One is that if I put in this postcode and a 10-kilometre radius, all I get is your crap. And the other is that I keep finding cars that I would like to own personally. But yeah, I have found a short list of potentials. What have you found?
I haven't looked yet.
Right. So viewers, to let you know what's been happening, yesterday I put a lot of hours into very seriously looking for potential cars for us to inspect or ideally just buy today, and then I went off and had a hard night at work. From what I can gather from Captain Mustard here's social media, he buggered off to a car show and did absolutely sod all productive, just carted around in his multicoloured Nigel-mobile, meeting the adoring masses, pressing the flesh, glad-handing people, and being of no help.
That's what he thinks. The truth is,
that is the bloody truth.
Nobody really talked to me yesterday. It was a complete waste of time.
Oh, right. Mileage 25. Have you had a look at that?
Haven't seen it. I'll have a look now. As soon as I opened up Marketplace, I'm just bombarded with Rover 25s, which is unusual because I didn't think anyone had any for sale. But clearly they do, don't they?
Yes.
Are we just sticking with Rover for this particular day, do you reckon? We don't want to be too adventurous, do we?
Yeah and no. I mean, probably, you know, ideally Rover if it fits into the category, if it's immediately saleable. But, you know, anything really. At this stage, after a couple of videos of nothing happening, I'd happily buy and try to sell a used pair of underpants. For God's sake.
Right, what?
Keep recording.
You keep recording.
Are you recording now?
I am now, yeah.
Right, let's start again. And action. Right, let's swap places. Give me the camera.
Careful.
You take that.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Well, it looks quite nice, and it's a pre-project drive car. and the mileage is low. It's tidy. It looks
Nice
like,
mileage, isn't it?
It looks like the kind of car you'd buy for yourself.
I wouldn't. Well, I see why you say that.
Well,
What the sodding hell is that?
It's a pigeon.
Ah. It's too much money.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. But it is tidy.
It is tidy.
Yeah.
And it's ready to go. And that would be a gorgeous car for somebody. That's a car that's crying out for an enthusiast owner to love, cherish and enjoy.
There's nothing wrong with the price, but that's what I'd sell it for.
Yeah, but yeah, you're exactly right. Which,
So why am I looking at it?
well, my idea would be, you see, that we try and pay less than that for it,
Wow.
and then sell it for that price.
Ah, right. So
And the difference between what we buy it for and what we sell it for,
what we keep.
we could keep that, and we could spend it on kebabs and things.
That's fantastic, actually. Yeah. All right.
So, is it worth just pinging him a message and saying, look, it's a lovely car, it's worth every penny you're asking, we'll give you 400 quid.
It's worth every penny that you're not going to get for it. So, yeah. Can we buy it for less than what we think it's worth?
Well,
Please.
it's worth sending a message, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to do that, being as you're the man who's very good at this kind of thing, or should I do it?
Let's toss a coin. Let's put some jeopardy for the viewing public. Do you have a coin?
I've got a penny there that the slug's been all over.
Excellent. That went well.
Yeah, we're supposed to actually choose which one. I always go for tails, okay?
Okay.
So your heads. Can you see that?
No.
It's tails.
Oh, so it's you then.
That means I've got the choice.
Right,
And I choose you to do it.
No, it doesn't mean you've got the choice at
That's
all.
what
It
it
means you're
means.
doing it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, and you know it.
We didn't decide.
Get messaging the guy.
We
He'll
didn't-
feel sorry for you. Show him your beard.
Right, give me that then. Right. We've made our first move in actually buying a car. The first move is asking if they'd like to sell it for less than what they've got it up for.
He did put ONO.
Did it?
Yeah.
But that means then, yeah, doesn't it? But ONO means or near offer rather than or nowhere near offer.
It could mean or nearest offer.
It could do.
And if we chose to interpret it as that and offered him £280,
And then offered him
technically-
another one of 290,
Yes,
he'd have to go for the second one, wouldn't he?
because it would be the nearest offer. Or, if he was speaking geographically, we could go to where the car is, stand right next to it, and then offer him £290 and say,
And he'd just
that's got to be the nearest offer. I mean, we're right here.
Yeah, he'd have to just say yes then, wouldn't
Yeah.
he? Well,
You could actually touch him at the same time.
I'll leave you to do that, I reckon.
I have to do all the hard work.
I haven't finished it yet.
Action.
I haven't finished it.
I'm recording anyway.
If you're recording me typing a message out, I'm more likely to actually stop typing the message and start talking to you about typing a message rather than actually typing the message.
Get on with it.
Twat.
Love makes your ass feel strange inside and flutters like a lid of a pie. Love is like a butterfly, a red and gentle thing. Whilst simultaneously eating a kebab and stroking my left
I've accidentally,
nipple.
I've accidentally sent send rather than just reading it out to you. So I've written. Get ready for this. Hello.
Oh, good start.
Yeah. The car looks really nice and I would be very keen to buy it for a project on YouTube. I'm going to be awfully cheeky here, but also quite polite if I can. Are you willing to drop the price to something less? Oh, you've seen it already?
Oh,
Yes.
this could be the start of something big.
Yeah. Presumably we want to actually ask a couple more. We can't just put all of our eggs in one 25 basket, can we? So
No, absolutely not. So let's find another one and try and kick them in the balls as well. Right then, viewers. Now, I found the first prospect, so it is now Captain Mustard's turn to find the second prospect. But, fair's fair, when he finds it, I will message him.
Right, and so far, I've just, as an example, Rover 25, and there's quite a few. Right, £1,000, £525, a bit too far away, £599, £1,000, £1,200, £1,400, £2,200 for one that's, well, I don't know what that is actually. It's a ZR with that's been messed about with quite significantly.
God above, that looks like something that ends up here.
It does actually, doesn't it? It's not going to be.
No, thank God for that.
Especially at £2,200.
Well, yes, indeed.
Oh, there's a. Oh no, it's £1,200. Yeah, there's not much around the kind of price that we're talking, so it might be time to just look somewhere else.
We haven't actually told the nice people what our budget is, have we?
Are we going to?
I don't know. Should we?
But no, I mean, yeah. I think our budget to buy a car today is going to be $350.
Good luck with that. Oh!
What do you reckon's that gold one in Sheffield, 45? Still got MLT. Says it's rough around the edges.
Oh, the automatic.
Yeah.
You're trying to catch me out. You're trying to catch me out by mentioning that. Totally out of the blue. You haven't mentioned it before. You thought, oh, there's a 45, local to Boaty, and I bet you he's bullshitting. I bet you he was just touching himself inappropriately and didn't actually go through marketplace and everything else trying to find a car. I saw that car. It's an automatic. He says it's rough around the edges. Looks good in the pictures. Looks valiant. Has he replied?
No, but he did see the ad.
The message.
Oh yeah, obviously seen his ad because he did it. He's seen it, but now it looks like he's unseen it somehow. And I've got a feeling he's blocked me for asking a question, for asking a perfectly polite question.
Yeah.
What would he do when he gets this kind of thing where they go 300, mate?
Block them, I imagine.
Yeah, no, but that's why I'm always careful to actually be nice about these kind of things. Because I have people asking me shit like this, and it's just the way they go about it is just so obnoxious that I feel like blocking them.
It's like the difference between somebody saying, I'm going to kick you in the fucking balls, mate, and somebody saying, I say, would you mind most awfully, and I am sorry for the inconvenience, but would you mind awfully just lying down there and opening your legs slightly so I can give you a swift but firm kick in the nudges?
So what you're saying is it's still the same thing?
Yeah.
Right.
In napkins, so we're going to have to go old school and wipe our chops on the paper.
Right, yeah, so we don't know whose dinner's who.
I have explained the situation to them, the Schrodinger's sausage.
Right, so ready for the grand opening of the chippy dinner.
Okay. My, this is exciting.
Ah, I told you.
Oh, bugger me.
Yeah, see. You have your own fork back as well.
Thank you. Well, I feel slightly let down now.
Good.
Well, you have considerably more chips than I. This is an outrage.
Stop moaning, you
Oh, charming. You got to get a swinging reference in.
You have?
I've got a clean hanky. I'm going to use it as a napkin. Now, we began to have a conversation.
We forgot to do grace.
Right, your turn.
Scoff your dinner.
Right.
That's it.
So you began to tell me on the way to the chip shop that the chap had replied.
Yeah. He's not blocked me after all. So, the car isn't his. It's his dad's car. His dad wants to sell it, but he doesn't do Facebook because obviously he's going to be the kind of person that doesn't do Facebook.
I was hoping to talk about the fact that he's only owned the car for 2 months, but you've kind of... I see that we're pretending that we haven't already made an offer, which he said his father is unlikely to accept because he only bought it 2 months ago for £100 more than he's advertising it for.
No. He's bought it 2 months ago for £55 more. So that could be £55 worth of use.
But the question still remains, why is he selling it after just 2 months of ownership?
Well, the obvious assumption may well be it's just not old enough for him.
And that's the obvious assumption, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that it's a manual car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I assumed one of his feet had fallen off.
That's one of the risks of getting old, isn't it?
Especially if you're diabetic. Or, the other elephant in the room is that if somebody sells a car 2 months after buying it at a loss, what's wrong with it?
Well,
What have they found that's wrong with it?
he doesn't want a loss though, does he? That's the price. It's worth that price. We think the car's worth that price, provided there's nothing wrong with it that's not disclosed. But you know how people are. They want something sold, and they want it sold now.
Mm-hmm. Especially if they're, I was going to say old, but I mean particularly old. The sort of age where putting on a long playing record is a bit of a gamble.
I have my own solo missions to take care of, which is of course the school run, and I'm just going off to do that now. So as it goes, we have one possibility of a car, and then there's another one which I'm not too keen on, which is a gold 45. The reason I'm not too keen on it is because the ad just seems a bit vague and there's not really a great deal going on there, and I can imagine it being much worse than it actually looks. It's raining, and so far at about 4:30 we still haven't actually found a car to buy, but he reckons he has. Can't wait for this. What have you got?
2008 Ford Fiesta in silver. Been halfway to the moon and back. Clearly privately owned. Got a little bit of MOT, and it's nice and rusty with a full leather interior.
Do you like the look of that?
No.
Me neither. Neither of us are impressed by the Ford Fiesta.
But it's a car.
Shall we go and get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your turn. You message.
Right.
Bigger Boaty, he's doing a little message on his laptop that looks a bit like a tablet. It's a tablet. Ha ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Oh. I won't put that bit in. Have you sent a nice message or something a bit less nice?
I just said, hi, is this little chap still available?
I can see there being a problem with that. That was quick, wasn't it?
That was quick. It is.
It is.
It is still available.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. It's awful.
Should we go and have a look at it? Where's it in Oldham?
Yeah.
Oh, not Oldham.
What's in Oldham?
That car.
Where is Oldham?
That way. About 6 miles away.
In that house. Oh, well, should we go and have a look at it?
Might as well.
For the sake of doing something.
For the sake of doing something positive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is somewhat unexpected. I happened to just suggest to Boaty while I was talking to another chap up there that maybe we should just have a look and just go for whatever else is about within budget, regardless of what it is. But I failed to mention that I was joking.
And now
Yes.
the end is near, and so I face the final countdown.
Don't smell okay, sir.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom!
How lovely. How lovely indeed.
Absolutely marvellous.
So,
We haven't bought a car. We've not got very far. What a pair of twats.
Pair of
what
plums.
a pair of twats. Sorry, do carry on. You're about to. You started very decisively there. It sounded quite exciting. I was enthralled. Do continue.
are you going to interrupt me again?
Certainly not.
Would you like a hug?
No.
Right, so what's happening then is Boaty's message somebody about a Ford Fiesta, which is a
Which
car that
neither of us want.
we don't want it. No, we don't. Isn't this brilliant? We're
Yeah, I'm-
excited about something we don't want.
I'm not excited.
You look it to me.
No, I just need to look.
Well, go on then.
No, it's wet and cold. And I'm frightened of your lavatory.
Why? I'm not in there now. But there's no there's no response just yet.
Hell hath no greater fear than that lavatory. Especially in this weather.
What did he say anyway when you asked him, is this little chap available or whatever it was he said?
Succinctly.
Succinct.
Sucintly. Succinctly.
Yeah, right, okay, so
Yeah, he replied in that nature with just 2 words, which kind of said it all. He replied, and I quote, "It is."
yes. Well, what more do you need?
Well, could have a look at it. But he's been less forthcoming. Jesus Christ. He has been less forthcoming in his reply to my request to go and view
Right,
said shitbox.
right. Well, maybe he's got a job. He could be down at the factory still, there until 5 o'clock.
That'd be a very good job if that's his car.
Is in my car? Just in case, has Craig not got anything we can buy? Should I ask him?
Yes,
What now?
yes. Ring
Right.
him up, and I. A butterfly as soft and gentle as a sigh.
That's it. Let's do that again. Wendy! How you doing? Pissed off, skint. Right, okay. Have you got any cars we can buy off you? Oh no, he's going to get back to me about it because that's not why I've called. I've called on something much more interesting. What are you doing? No, I'm talking about Boaty. He's photographing my legs by the look of it. Ah, the red one. That's quite a good car, that, isn't it?
We'll have it.
Yeah, let's find out how much he wants for it.
Oh, right.
Right, okay, we've got a Fiesta to go and look at anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Several months later. My arms are hurting.
Right, okay, we'll stop doing that then. You know, whenever I look at buying a car for somebody, I do tend to have a look at the profile as well to see if it's the kind of person I'd be happy to deal with. Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you?
No.
No, he didn't. Didn't press record, did I? Stupid tosspot.
2007 Honda Civic.
So, just inquired about I think it was a 2001 Rover 45 in gold in Sheffield with only a couple of weeks MOT on it. So that's possibly not a good one. But I'm going to inquire anyway and ask a load of questions. And maybe this will be the one. Probably won't though. Whilst Boaty's back on his little tablet thing, looking at all sorts of stuff. Like, remember, this is the man who inquired about a Fiesta with bald tyres and only a couple of days MOT.
We need a smaller premises. On this basis, it's going to take us around a year and 3 months in order to buy one car. So I suggest that we move into a small 1-bedroom flat.
What, together? Would you like to repeat that?
Right, I found the car.
I bet you haven't.
The bad news is we're not going to be able to pick it up tonight.
What is it?
It's MG ZT190.
It's your car, isn't it?
No.
Is it an MG ZT190?
Yes.
For how much?
He's asking £800.
Where is it?
Colwyn Bay.
So it seems remarkably cheap, that £400. £800 rather.
Yeah.
For a ZT190.
Yeah.
Is it one that we can just pick up and sell straight on for £2,000?
Potentially.
Is there anything wrong with it?
I suppose it depends how you look at these things. You could argue that yes, there are some things that are not exactly as you would wish them to be in an ideal world. But
Yeah, yes,
we don't live in an ideal world. We have to accept that some things in life are going to be suboptimal.
Suboptimum.
Suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Yeah.
Such as?
Suboptimal! Stick your head between your knees and whistle up your Barcelona.
That's perfect. If you
Thank
can't think of what to do, just sing a song. What's actually wrong with it?
Well, you've managed to get 3,000 subscribers out of it. That's your modus operandi, isn't it?
Are we still talking about this car?
We've veered off it, but yeah, this car. It's an MG ZT190.
Yeah.
2.5 litre V6.
Yeah, it would be.
Featuring the, well no, it wouldn't necessarily be, it could be the 2 litre.
No, it couldn't.
Could?
190.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Go
okay.
on, don't let me disturb you.
Which, as I'm sure you know, is a jolly exciting vehicle. And the owner states that it's a very exciting vehicle to drive. Or at least it was when he... Yeah.
Right, so does it work?
I'm led to believe that yes, it does. In a sense.
Does it drive?
I'm confident that it will drive us home from Colwyn Bay in North Wales back here to Project Nigel headquarters.
Yeah, I mean, you're selling me on it so far.
Yeah. It's an MG ZT190.
Yeah, but it's still got to be a car.
It's a well, it is a car.
Yeah, but I mean, a proper car.
It is a proper car. It's
Look,
got wheels,
I've got plenty
wheels
of
and everything.
I've got plenty of examples of cars here that are not enough of a car to just flog on.
Yeah, no, it's...
Is it one of those?
No! God, no! No!
It is.
How dare you, sir? how very dare you?
Have the belts been done?
At some point, they're bound to be.
Yeah.
I mean, when it was new...
Yeah. Any corrosion?
Possibly, you never know your luck.
Have you seen it?
Well, no, it's in Colwyn Bay and
But
I'm
have you
here,
seen
you
pictures of it?
dimwit.
Does it look like it's any good?
Yeah, it looks fabulous.
Should we have a look at it?
It's a bit late to drive
No,
to
no,
Wales.
could I have a look at the advert?
Oh, that's an excellent idea.
Alright, we'll continue this conversation in a minute. When Boaty's voice suddenly becomes rather squeaky after the kick in the balls he gets.
He's reduced the price.
Yeah? But right, there's some things to consider here.
Right.
And let's go through them.
Okay.
Right. First thing is £800. That's what it's up for.
That's what it's up for.
So, and then about 300 quid just to drive it back here, because you know how good they are on fuel.
Just for a drive off from petrol station, the car won't be in our name.
Okay, well that solves that one. What else? Yeah. There's not a lot of paint on the roof.
Less to polish.
It looks like it's been left on a golf course.
Oh, it hasn't got any roof of their trousers left on it.
No, the bonnet's covered in dents. There's bits of trim missing off of it.
Yeah.
It's had a crash on the front. The wheels are painted black, which is never a good sign. The interior looks okay. There's no shot of the engine actually on, so I don't know what kind of warning lights may be on the dash. Plus there's a mention of an intermittent ABS fault and something about the ECU.
No, the ECU was a positive thing. The ECU's been sorted. It's been relocated to a safer place.
It's not really necessary if it's just properly.
It's for its own protection. It'll be a police safe house. I know where one of them is in Matlock.
Is it just me that thinks this guy's a knob? So no mention of something like the belts being done or anything like that. No, nothing about the history. All it says is it's fabulous to drive. But they are fabulous to drive if everything's sorted. But we know just how bad these cars are for suspension knobs and all these other kind of things. And all
Right,
these
can
kind
I
of things.
just jump into this tirade of invective? Right, the point is...
Invective.
Yes, invective. The point is that it's advertised for £800. So at £800 you can't expect a perfect car. And the fact that it's advertised at 800 doesn't mean that we would give 800 for it. And the most important thing to bear in mind, it's at Colwyn Bay, which is in Wales, and it's at the seaside. We get to go to the seaside in Wales. Argument over.
I know this isn't really getting us anywhere, and we really want to be getting a car today, but going buying this MG ZT 190, which turns out to be a 160 after all, is I don't think it's a go on myself. No. What's next? Because we haven't bought a car. That was the plan for today. The money's there. The idea's there.
I was thinking about this, and now that we have actually got the money to go out and buy something, I'm actually more comfortable with maybe waiting an extra week for something properly suitable to come along that we both like, that we can both get really enthusiastic about. The last couple of videos, all we've really been doing is saying we can't afford to buy anything.
Right.
Now, at least that position has changed now. At least we've got the funds in place to buy.
So we don't want to be buying an after Fiesta.
I don't think we do. It's not us. We can't get enthusiastic about it.
And it's awful.
And it's awful. But at least the guys can see that we have progressed a bit. We're in a different position this week than we were last week. And maybe, you people out there, maybe you can help us out. Over the next week, I suggest that we proactively send messages out to a lot of cars that we would be interested in, explaining who we are, what we're doing, and look, we're probably not going to be able to pay what you want for the car, but if you'd like the car to go to a good home, to be cherished, to get a bit of exposure, and certainly not to be scrapped, then please do get in touch with us. And if any of you guys out there have got anything that you'd like to sell, or know of anything, then please give us a shout.
So that's it then.
Do you have anything to add?
Wouldn't mind having a chicken dinner.